Hello, accounting superstars. This is Professor Don Bush. I've been a professor for about 30 years and a CPA for about that long, and I've got great ways to explain accounting. So if you want to learn accounting, you've come to the right place. So today's lesson is designed for students that are in their first semester of accounting and learning about purchase discounts. So it might be about your fifth or sixth week of class. So here we go, folks. Well, a long time ago, I did accounting for a construction company, and it was kind of a lousy company. It wasn't that great, and but it was a good experience because I learned what not to do. And I recall that the boss one day told me, he said, "Hey, don't ever take those purchase discounts. They only give you 2%. And I can get 8% in my savings account. So don't take that discount." Now, this was the late 1980s when, in fact, you could get 8% interest on your savings account. But anyways, the boss was wrong. He was totally wrong, and he was one of those guys that thought he knew everything. So I said, okay, if that's what you want. And but let's learn the truth here. Let's see what's really going on here. All right. So we've got Fred's snowblower service, and here's the question: purchase discounts, are they worth taking? Here's the first example. So here's what's going on. We've got Fred here. Fred purchases a snowblower on April 1st for $1,000. If Fred pays for the snowblower within 10 days, Fred will receive a 2% discount. If Fred does not pay for the snowblower in 10 days, he must pay the full $1,000 in 30 days of purchase. So in other words, if he pays early, he gets a 2% discount. But if he decides not to take the discount, he can keep his money for another 20 days for a grand total of 30 and pay full price. Now, what should Fred do? By the way, Fred is earning 10% interest in his super amazing savings account. Now, that's even better than what that construction guy was earning in his savings account. But let's see if it's worth it, taking the discount. So here we go, coming down to the choice. So here's what's happening. I've got a little graphic detail here, what's going on. So April 1st to April 10th, if Fred pays that bill within the 10 days, anytime within the 10 days, he gets to take 2% off. And if he keeps the money, he can keep his money for an extra 20 days for a grand total of 30, but he's got to pay up by April 30th. Now, there are some business people that what they'll do, they'll pay like on the 11th or 12th or 15th of April and still take that discount. And I suggest that you never ever do that. You want to keep on really great terms with your suppliers and vendors. That is not a good thing to do. So if you're going to take that discount, pay within the discount period. So here we go. Going on. So here's another way to look at it. And this is probably the easier way to look at it here. From April 1st to April 10th, pay in 10 days, save 2%. Keep the money, pay at the end of the month. You get to keep your money an extra 20 days. Now, why extra 20 days? Well, the number of days between April 10th and April 30th are 20 days. But it'll cost you that 2%, and that's the key to thinking this through. Those extra 20 days will cost you that 2%. Benjamin Franklin was right. A penny saved is a penny earned. So here we go. One more little graphic if there aren't enough here. So I've simplified it here. Cost 2% to keep the money for 20 days. So here we go. So here's how you set this up to figure it out. It's probably about 8th grade math here, so it's not too tough. 2% is to 20 days as what percent is to 365 days? You see, that's the catch. That's the part that the construction guy did not understand. He didn't understand that this 2% was basically earned or saved. Benjamin Franklin, a penny saved is a penny earned. That 2%, that's like earning 2% in 20 days. So what does that equate to in 365 days? So what you do, if you remember 8th grade math, is you cross multiply. You go 20 times the question mark and 2% times 365. I've got it right down here, right there. 2% times 365 days equals 20 times whatever interest rate. And you do a little bit of algebra here. Take that 20 over here and you drop it down underneath and you do the math. So 0.02 times 365 days divided by 20 days is 37%. So in other words, that 2% discount, if you pay early, that's equivalent to earning 37% on an annual basis. Now, when savings accounts quote you an interest rate, they quote you on an annual basis. So when Fred earns 10% on a savings account, that means annually. When that construction guy said he earns 8% on his savings account, that is meant annually. So all we did is we converted the 2% to an annual basis, which equals 37%. So there you go, folks. So the answer to the question is absolutely yes. Take that discount, folks. Here's what I tell my students. I'm really blunt about this. I tell them, only stupid people don't take the discount, okay? Because where are you going to earn 37%, right? And if you're in a competitive business like construction, and you're not taking advantage of these discounts, you won't be able to compete. Well, that's what happened to that construction guy. He went broke. He actually went bankrupt about 6 months later. So anyways, you don't want to go bankrupt. Take advantage of those discounts. So there you go, folks. So if this lesson helped you out, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, folks. And let me know in the comments what you want to learn. So the question for you guys is, what's giving you a bad time in accounting? Let me know and I'll make a video about it. So until then, over and out.